Yo, what's up, guys? You already know what it is. It is the IMO Podcast, and I almost forgot my script. Yes, guys, I do have a script, but I just totally forgot what it is, so we're freeballing it right now. I'm your host, Andre, and I'm joined with several of the best co-hosts in the business. Flo, what's up?
Howdy.
Howdy, right. Okay. Maurice.
I was actually aware that we just freeballed all of our stuff, so the fact that we even have a script is kind of new to me. It was good though.
I mean, we kind of sort of have a script.
Do we?
Okay.
No, I mean, we have an agenda, because it doesn't that count?
No, it's more like a list of topics to discuss. Like a script actually involves like dialogue and say like we pre-plan what we're gonna say.
What's up, Jared?
What's up, man? What's up, dog?
Okay, so we're not going to waste any time. We're just gonna dive right into it. So we have a Black Powerpuff Girl. So all right, I wish we had a better segue than that. I'm over here trying to think in my mind like how can I spin this? Nah, we got a Black Powerpuff Girl, and that's all I got. Like, and when was she introduced? Like
Well,
2
she
weeks
was
ago?
like, yeah. So it's from this Powerpuff Girl hour-long special, the fourth Powerpuff Girl. Mo kind of got me hip to it because I didn't realize that they were doing that special, and I just
forgot
watched
the
it
show was
yesterday.
I forgot the show was even still going.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
show's
I
still
haven't
going?
really.
Oh, wow.
Well,
The
it came
reboot.
back. It was they started it back up again, and I think this was like because I haven't really kept track of the new Powerpuff Girls because I kind of thought it was a little disappointing, but this particular special kind of renewed my faith in it. Not just because we have a Black Powerpuff Girl, but because like it actually had like a cool. It
No,
had
keep going.
it really had like an interesting storyline, and you had like a real fight against like a classic villain. But yeah, Black Powerpuff Girl, yay! New cosplay option.
New costume.
Gotta be-
Exactly.
I mean, what they gotta be black for you to cosplay.
I'm just saying, I like representation, and I'm
And-
already shopping for the
mean-
blue wig.
I mean,
and
you
the
can't
purple
cosplay
dress.
as nobody.
Oh my God.
You do know that, right?
No, there are a couple of black characters in anime.
Name 5 of them.
Canary from Hunter x Hunter. Is the Sailor Moon character, I think Sailor Pluto. She came off lighter in the
Wait a minute.
no in the manga she's darker.
Wait a minute.
He's like, oh shit, they actually got some?
All right, you're at 2.
Okay, let's see. Who's like some of it. I haven't been watching it consistently. I've been catching a few episodes, but I am aware of Canary. All right. Let me see.
I'm not giving you
There's a character off of Bleach. Actually, there's a couple of them. Chad, even though he's considered Latino, there's still a person of color, so I still count him. And then what was the chick?
Yoruichi, please.
Yeah,
Yoruichi, come on.
yeah. Her. Let's see. Who else? What's another dark? Oh, God damn it! I can't think of the anime, but it was like female criminal, and she went to go get this kid
What?
out of favor.
Female
with
criminal.
it.
Is that the name of the
Yeah.
anime?
No, God damn it,
It's called Female Criminal.
no. I'm so bad with names right now. I'm picturing
you're
it. It was like, she had the tattoo on her stomach, and the kid had the same
Michiko
tattoo.
Tahachin.
There we go. There are two.
God.
Please stop struggling with this.
Yeah, you're making me upset. What's her name? Yoruichi, the only character in Bleach as far as I'm concerned. And then you couldn't remember Michiko Tahachin. All right, you're at 4.
All right, and what's in the, there's a couple of them.
Talk about black female characters.
Just black characters in general, because I don't
was
mind
going black
cross.
female characters, but okay.
Oh, you say Brock from Pokemon?
I said
No,
black
but they-
female character.
In my defense, he was kind of like a stay-at-home mom. Just throwing it out.
Okay. Oh yeah, he was. He was.
'Cause he had like
He was the
50,000
oldest. He
brothers
was the oldest one, and he had like 40 siblings.
I'm just
To which
saying.
he all cooked. I think he had an apron in one of those episodes too.
But no sexist stuff. He actually did.
None whatsoever.
It was a pink one.
Okay, maybe a little bit.
Uh,
Okay, back to the Black Powerpuff Girl. I'm not watching the show, so I can't really give my 2 cents. Powerpuff Girls ended like what 15 years ago, and I really honestly I don't care what they do because it ended 15 years ago. But it was a pretty decent show. Decent. It was really good actually. I don't know how I feel about. I don't feel about like y'all know my stance on this. We rebooting. Why are we rebooting stuff? Rebooting stuff left and right.
Stuff with worse animations and graphics. So.
because Hollywood can't come up with any good original ideas.
This isn't even Hollywood at this point. It's just this is Cartoon Network. Like my God. I'm pretty sure they're getting pitched like several things. Like at least 3 of those several things have got to be decent ideas that we don't have to like bring these shows back from the dead. There was no need to bring it back. And plus, I know Flo's gonna get mad at this. She looks very out of place. She looks extremely out of place. It doesn't even make any sense. And it's not just because she's black, but that's half the reason.
I mean,
and then they made her like 4 years older than the other girl. She's taller. Then she has blue hair for some reason. She kind of looks like one of those like, hey, you get to design your own character. You won this contest, so design your own Powerpuff
They actually
Girl.
did that shit.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Yeah, they actually did.
Like she goes against like the entire color palette and everything. It's just like, wow, you stick out like a sore thumb. So that's my take.
Like a sore fist.
well, because she's like the original. She's supposed to be like the first Powerpuff Girl. I'm just telling you the storyline. Okay.
I get it.
How was she the first one though? Like how could she? How
Professor
could they fit that
Utonium
So,
apparently made a mistake 22 times, by the way. But with chemical, what comes before X?
It was
What is
W.
Sugar spice and
Her.
everything.
Yeah, apparently
I
he
think
spilled
he
the
said he
chemical
did like
W.
he did A through X, but with her and with Bliss, that's the name of the character, Bliss. It was W.
Man, that was such sloppy writing. Didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But that's
that was extremely.
work.
That's extremely weak. Like they couldn't come up with literally anything. Oh yeah, I accidentally spilled this into the thing. How many times did you do that? Apparently, I did it several other times.
Was that
it
part
was
of the
really weak.
recipe?
Right. Like at this point, it might as well be. And then it throws off the continuity for some other things because I remember the movie. The movie was really good. Like I think it was like what 12 years ago. The movie was really good. Apparently, I forgot his name. The monkey. He's responsible.
Jojo.
Yeah.
Mojo Jojo.
Apparently, he's actually responsible for the girl's creation. And then
Because he was the professor's lab assistant. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were just gonna know. Oh, it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Stuff like that kind of bugs me when you just the newer thing that's not as good as the older thing goes back and changes the original story of the better thing. I don't know. That kind of annoys me a bit.
Kind of why you hate reboots.
I mean, I don't mind reboots as like just don't mess with the original story. Just do something different. Do something new. Even though this
Then it's
is
not a
new,
reboot.
Then this isn't a reboot.
Then you hate all reboots.
I kind of do actually.
Yeah, that's
Told you.
been his whole thing.
I kind of do actually.
Aside from that, I did think like aside from like it did have like a weak opening, but I thought like the dialogue in the episode was actually pretty decent. I found myself laughing like quite more than
I know. Buttercup's one-liners was killing me.
Yeah, holy shit, man.
Yeah,
That's what they
like,
did get right about.
it's not like we don't believe you. It's just that we think you're lying.
Right.
Which I'm getting a t-shirt. I'm making that a t-shirt.
Oh wow, okay. I agree with you, Maurice. The dialogue wasn't that bad. It'll be hard to mess up dialogue in today's cartoons. To be very honest, because you can get away with a lot more than what you could get away with from back then.
That sounds like a perfect segue into our next topic.
Oh, really? Okay. That's a. I'm not too sure how that segues at all. Actually, we're talking about the past and bad things. Okay, sure. So, Jordan Peele. We all know who Jordan Peele is, right?
Big Mouth. It was
What?
Big Mouth.
Oh. Okay, much better then. Okay, I see what you did there. Let's talk about this. Apparently Netflix has a new TV show, a new TV cartoon series, drama, comedy, whatever you want to call it. It's called Big Mouth, and we're gonna give you like our 2 cents on this trailer. Let's start with Jared. Jared, did you see this trailer, please?
Yes, I did, son. Oh my god. Yo, what? Why did y'all make me watch that, son? Why?
I didn't make you watch it, Flonora.
Yes, you did. Yes, the fuck you did. Maurice, someone made me watch this shit, son.
I had to point a gun to your head from...
I had to go to every single person I knew out here in Washington State is like, yo, watch this shit. Please watch this. We got so much shit going on, bro.
Like, a little bit too much for one trailer, to be honest with you. It's just so much going on.
I really am trying to figure out, like, see, I normally see like a lot of people say, oh, let's redo this, or let's like make some generic story and have like 2 minor differences to say it's our own. This shit is completely random. Like, what bruh, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah,
man.
I kind of agree with you.
And some of the things in there might actually be overdoing it. Like, hey, you might not be able to get away with this. Like a fucking talking vagina, bro.
Exactly. I was thinking the exact same thing.
And on a little kid, though. On a little kid as well.
Yeah, like,
right.
Like she's talking to this thing like, hey, how you doing? I'm doing all right. Wait, what? This is not how this works.
Right. I'm looking at the trailer. I'm like, it gets to a point where this is like vulgar just to be vulgar, to the point where it's distasteful. And I'm like, this isn't all that funny. You're just doing this just to do it. I don't know. I think I'm kind of just over the whole, hey, it's rated R and it's a cartoon, so you gotta laugh at it, right? Nah, we've had 20 years of that almost now. So I don't. This is it's pushing the envelope in a wrong way. Like what Jared said. Like, how old was the girl? Like 11? I don't.
She was old enough to like basically have her own bedroom at her mom's house. Basically, right. That's not really saying a whole lot, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Needless to say, I didn't enjoy this all that much, and I probably won't be checking this out. But Maurice, because I ain't got nothing else to say about this.
Hearing your opinion, and then also hearing the opinion of another YouTuber that I watched right after. Apparently, I'm a fucked up person, because I thought this shit was hilarious. Like,
oh, God.
It didn't dawn on me that some of the humor was a bit disgusting because it was a 12-year-old girl.
A bit?
A bit? A lot of disgusting. Because it was a 12-year-old girl talking to her vagina or something, or whatever. Or like young boys masturbating.
No, it was a vagina. It was vagina. No.
Yeah.
No, it was.
I looked past the fact that she was a child, was just laughing at the situation because it just seemed like funny.
So I have a question though. Now, have y'all watched this show on Netflix called Border Town? You ever heard of that show?
Border Town.
Have you ever heard of it?
Nah.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so what the show's about? It's like this dude named Bob Buchwald. He's like this white border patrol, like from the border between Mexico and the United States, and he's basically just a dumb white person, right? Now that's what they're going on. They're just basing the show off of just making fun of dumb white people, I guess. Now that show got canceled after a season, and I think I know the fucking reason why that show got canceled for one season, because we can't have people making fun of us, you know what I'm saying? But this show, I don't know if this is even going to make a season now because of that. Like, I really don't think so.
Well, was that show on Netflix or was it on National?
Yeah, the show was on Netflix. Originated on Netflix. I died. Like, I enjoyed that show because it was funny. Like, they made fun of the shit that people do though.
Yeah,
like it made fun of Mexicans, it made fun of white people, made fun of black people, like, and apparently we can't have that.
That's the reason I asked, because like sometimes Netflix shows just have a pass just because they're on like Netflix. Not shows to this extreme, mind you. The Big Mouth one.
Yeah, this was a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't even think this will even make like past the first season.
But they are bringing Rick and Morty to Netflix, and they're probably gonna uncensor it. Yeah, they are. The first 2 seasons, I believe.
Why would? Yeah,
I have an excuse to actually watch this because spoiler alert, I haven't been watching Rick and Morty at all. I might actually need. Huh?
Well, I mean, that's what's up, man.
Okay, right?
Well, you're about to watch at like a really messed up point in time because we all know when season 4 is gonna come out, and season 3 is ending this upcoming Sunday. So if you
what's that got to do with me?
No, I'm saying like if you finish it,
she does have a point. What the hell does that have to do with her?
If you finish it all in like a couple of days, then you'll probably be wanting more by the time the 3rd season comes around. Oh, by the time you finish the 3rd season, sorry. And you won't know when more is coming.
That's fine. Okay. I got 3 seasons to That's more than enough, dude.
I mean, okay, that's fine. That's cool. That's what's up.
All right, so Big Mouth, yay or nay?
Nay.
I'm honestly kind of like, I was laughing at some bits, but I'm just like this. It was kind of going too far when I got more into it, especially when I got to talking with John. I'm like, okay,
it really did.
Where's the line? Where's the line? Like,
all right, we're discussing where's the humor. This is the humor. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. That's cool.
Like I could defend Maurice because some parts were actually kind of funny, but then it just it went south fast to me.
Right. Okay, moving on to something on completely in the opposite direction. Like it doesn't even get more opposite than this. Apparently Jordan Peele, we all know him as the director of such classics as Get Out and Get Out. Get Out
and
2
and the
probably.
other and one half of Key and Peele.
Get Out. What?
You know he did like a series on Comedy Central, Key and Peele.
Yeah, but let's face it. Get Out is the better thing. Say it's not. Say it's not.
I haven't seen it, so I can't pass judgment on it.
Wait a minute. What?
You know this.
How many weeks ago was that?
It's just that like a lot
said, "Nah, I'm just not gonna watch it."
Look, a lot of my students have watched it and talked about it and kind of spoiled something. So, yeah. So that's why I didn't go see it.
Aren't you slicing Jordan Peele up though?
Yeah, because like I love him on like Key and Peele.
Apparently, you don't love him enough to see his first director's debut.
Look, it's on my Amazon Prime account. I watch it.
You got all this time. What's going on? Oh my gosh, Jordan Peele! I love him so much. He's the greatest black thing ever. Did you watch Get Out?
When have I said that? When?
It's probably somewhere. I don't know.
When?
Well, you don't need to say it for us to know it's true.
Right.
We love you though.
Anyway, Jordan Peele. He made Get Out and apparently Key and Peele. I didn't watch that, but Get Out was amazing. So apparently Jordan Peele decided, hey, you know what? Let's just go all the way to the left. Let's create a show about Nazi hunters. I can't even make this up. So this black guy is going to make a show about Nazi hunting, and
the timing couldn't be better.
That raises several questions. First off,
why?
Second off, how is this going to be done?
Why not? Like literally, like why not?
I'm gonna get to that.
Like, what is your objection to this?
Well, to be fair, Quentin Tarantino made a movie about Nazi hunting drama, which had really good monologues, by the way. So I can kind of understand where he's coming from. Like, he's a bit like skeptical to this. Like, why are they repeating an idea and why are they extending it?
Exactly. Like this was
what the original.
Well, I mean, given the time that we are in this country, and we're seeing like almost a a more proud presence of white supremacy, I don't see anything wrong with like him coming up with this series.
This is not the right way to do it.
Then why? Okay, how would you do it then?
You don't. Okay, so we're all in. So go ahead, Jarek.
All right. So I'm pretty sure now. I might be in the wrong for saying this, but I think it's kind of hypocritical to have that type of ideal.
It kind of is. Not the whole Nazi thing.
No. No, but like, for example, like Flo, what you said about white supremacy. So you know, black people get offended because of the whole, black people dying from police officers. If they made a movie about that, people will rub that the wrong way. So if we do it, why does that make that good though? Like, why are we allowed to do that? Just saying.
What?
Okay.
It's like,
going on with white supremacy.
I mean, it's not like it's something that's completely made up. It's based like on true events, though.
What?
Exactly.
Yes, it was like a team of Nazi hunters.
So is this going to be a satire or is this going to be like a serious?
I don't think it's going to be satirical. It did say like it's going to be a drama. It's Jordan Peele. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some humorous dialogue in there, but for the most part, it's being categorized as a drama. And there were like a team of Nazi hunters. Like this is more like historical though, so I don't think it's going in the direction that you think it's going to be. It said it's inspired by like true events.
Nazi hunters. There's not too many ways that can go, and not the fact that
it's based on history. You gotta be mad about history.
I mean, if it wants to take more of a serious approach and like, hey, this is the history behind it. Sure, but I think that we're okay, and Flo's gonna agree with this a lot. And I didn't want to take this into like a serious topic for tonight, but this whole stirring the pot thing, this has got to stop. This whole we want to do this just because we feel that we can do this. This has got to stop. This whole, well, I'm black, so let's just make a story about how all white people are crazy. I don't exactly agree with this because let's take Get Out. I love to Get Out. It's a good movie, but I can't help but see the problems of what if the roles were switched? Black people would be complaining left and right, and you know it. What if it was a white dude coming to a black family and when we were all acting like, from the Barbershop or Friday or something like that, and it was directed by a white guy. Do you know how much hate and backlash that would get? Oh, but when black people do it, it's okay. So we got to get out of this whole. I can't even say we're entitled because we're definitely not.
I think they already made that movie with Ashton Kutcher and Bernie Mac. Not to the level of Get Out, but they had movie like, oh, the black girl brought a white guy home, and everybody was like, oh my god, are you IRS?
I think that, but wasn't that a remake of a 50s movie where the roles were switched? Like, I guess was it Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Yes, it was. That was done in the 50s when it was a black dude coming to a white family.
And then they reversed the role. So I mean, I don't think it's more to offend anybody. I don't think that's its natural intention. It's just art reflects life. This is something. What?
I was gonna say art reflects the times, but life, sure. Yeah, whatever. Go ahead.
Okay, but I'm just saying it's its whole goal is to not to really offend people, but kind of open their eyes to serious issues. Taking a very popular platform or media outlet and kind of address some problems that we have in this country. Otherwise, that wouldn't really be discussed. So,
well, then again, that just raises another question: why now? Especially when Quentin Tarantino probably did a better job at it. I don't see where this is going. If he does a good job at it, then by all means, I'm always good. I'm always for good content. But what if it's bad?
I don't think it would be, just because like from what
I
you
didn't
said,
say that wasn't the question. I asked what if it is bad. I didn't say however you're trying to spin that question. Like, what if it's bad?
I mean, I guess we trash it like we do everything else on this show.
No, I mean, like, what's the impact if it's bad? Not like what's our like.
I mean,
next
it
line
gets
of
canceled.
action?
Like, I mean, do you think that the Nazis will rise up and cause a riot?
Well,
Is that
they kind
That
of
already happened, though. That already happened. Oh my goodness.
You never know. It might actually happen. But I don't know. I'm in all honesty, I'm being very judgmental of this before it even comes out. Of course, I'm going to watch it. It's about Nazi hunting. We've had how many video games have we had about us killing Nazis? That's not the issue. It's more of I've seen Get Out and I've seen a little bit of Key and Peele. I know the direction he's going to go with this, or at least I think I know. And I don't know how I feel about it. Maurice, you've been quiet, sir. What's going on?
A lot of focusing. Sorry. The Key and Peele thing, like again with your first like little disdain for it, I kind of do feel the same way about why it's being a thing. But getting past that, I don't. Is it gonna be? Is it confirmed to be a comedy, or what's it supposed to be? Like
we don't know.
Drama.
Just a drama.
Just drama.
I don't know.
Oh, a drama by Jordan Peele?
Yeah,
I don't see it going that way.
I mean, I think you're just putting him in the box. Like, you don't know his range for sure. Maybe
I do,
he could do
because I saw Key and Peele and saw Get Out. It's like it's two different movies.
You said you didn't really watch Key and Peele.
I saw like 3 episodes.
Okay.
That's enough.
But,
It's a comedy. What? Okay.
I don't
So,
know. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's just I could speculate, but I don't know.
yeah, but because what if he's just like totally in your face with it? What if he's just gonna go to write like, "Hey, yeah, all white people are bad," and you know that there's a chance that is gonna swing that way. Not a really big chance, but yeah, it's just gonna go the way of, well, all white people are like this, all white people are racist, and blah blah blah. 2017 is not. Nah, it's not really like that.
so you feel that he didn't do that? Didn't he kind of do that in Get Out? I feel like that was...
Yes, he did exactly that in Get Out.
And then what happened?
Entire family,
What happened?
He killed the entire family.
No, I'm not talking about what happened in the movie. I'm talking about what was the public's reaction.
Oh, everybody loved it.
Exactly. So why are you... like?
Because if the role was reversed, black people would not have went for it. If it was a movie about a bunch of a white dude killing a bunch of black people, you already know how that would be perceived. Why is it when the role is reversed or switched, it's okay now? That's the thing I'm trying to get to.
Okay, so you're basically saying that he shouldn't have made Get Out in the first place.
I didn't say that.
He didn't say that.
But that's what you're implying.
No, he's not.
Then you kind of are, because it's like you're saying, oh, he shouldn't have made Get Out because if some white producer or somebody else were to like do it in reverse, then it's a problem.
Well, first off, that happens all the time because most of these black movies are actually made by white people. But I'm just throwing that out there. That whole astronaut black woman movie, I forgot the name of it. Was
Hidden Figures.
Yeah, was probably produced by white people. That Tupac movie was probably produced by white people.
But wait. Okay, the Tupac movie was some trash, but there was good things about Hidden Figures. Like, what was wrong with that?
Nothing. I was just pointing out how that's produced by white people.
Okay,
and they've been doing this for a while. They've been cashing on our stuff. Nothing. I don't want to get into that. Let's make your point.
I'm just saying that the only reason why like we can make movies like that because, okay, I call it like the Nat Turner kind of participation. Just no, because like think about it. The only reason why, okay, in a lot of people's eyes, he may be considered like one of the first serial killers, blah blah blah. But in reality, it's like he wasn't just killing to be killing. It's like he's like rebellion. He's fighting for his freedom.
Hold on,
Like,
pause.
is that
Wait,
not being portrayed in Get Out?
No. Who says that Nat Turner's the first serial killer?
I mean, I just like something like I've heard, but I'm just saying like, oh, he was like a mass murderer or something. But like, was he killing for just the sake of killing, or was he killing for a purpose? Was he trying to fight for his freedom? Was it like in survival mode? And was that not portrayed in Get Out? Like, wasn't he fighting for survival?
That's fair. Oh no, you have a point there. You have a point. But this drama, and we're going a little bit over. We're going a little bit long on this. This supposed to be a drama. I just have the feeling that he's going to sprinkle some comedy in there, and it's going to be about. Well, then again, there were no black Nazi hunters, were there? So I don't even think that. I don't know. I don't even know where this is going. I even lost my point. I don't know where this is going. I'm gonna check it out. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, then it's just one of those exploitation movies that he thinks he can just do just because it's this certain time. I don't know. I may sound like a coon or an Uncle Tom. I really don't care, but I think this is something in the black community that really needs to be addressed. Everybody like, oh well, when this whole thing where they can do it, when we do it, it's fine, but when they do it, it's not okay. And that's just something I've noticed with us a lot, and it kind of gets on my nerves.
I mean, to be honest, I think that you're missing the context. Per se.
Content. Oh, the content is them killing Nazis. I'm all for that. That sounds great. Okay.
Okay, moving on.
What? Nazi hunting. You know how many Nazis I killed in Call of Duty?
Son.
Man, you know how you didn't play Nazi zombies. Oh my god. Moving on. All right. Marvel's got another one.
Another one.
It's supposed to be a good one. I'm talking about The Punisher.
The Punisher.
It's funny because it seems like we're redoing all of the things that the mid 2000s did, but now we're going to do it right. Because Daredevil came out in 2004, and it was terrible. And then we get another Daredevil series on Netflix. It was great. I think there was a Punisher movie back in 2006. I can't really remember all that well.
I mean, that one was actually pretty good. It was the Punisher Warzone. I think that one was some trash.
That was a sequel. Oh, okay, yeah. I can't even remember the first one, but I'm just gonna assume that every single movie before Spider-Man 2 was not good. So that's and I think Daredevil came out in 2003, and Punisher came out in 2005. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, we got a new Punisher trailer, guys. There's not really too much to talk about. It's classic Punisher. He's about to punish people for doing wrong things to him. Anybody got any comments?
You mean like Ghost Rider?
Huh?
You mean like Ghost Rider?
No, Ghost Rider was more dealing with the he's like a collector of souls for the devil. But with the Punisher, it's more personal. Because his family was killed.
Wait a minute,
Jared. No, I did not like Ghost Rider.
No, I'm talking about. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. So just so we're all clear, I did not like Ghost Rider.
Are you talking about like the movie, or are you talking about like the overall character?
I don't really know too much about the overall character. I just know that movie was garbage.
Okay, because it's like they brought him back in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series, which I've been meaning to check out. Yeah. And they made
how does that work?
Good question.
Isn't he like I don't know, he's doing a favor for the devil or something?
But then he eventually broke free of that, so
it's confirmed that the devil exists in the MCU right now.
Yeah.
We have more problems to worry about the MCU right now.
Yeah, like Thanos is about to...
Go ahead.
Anyway,
Thanos is about to bring what is known as the wrath of God on our asses, and we're worried about the devil.
So we got to worry about the devil. We got to worry about Thanos. I'm almost convinced that Darkseid is going to come from like DC and just like completely to say it can't happen. Anyway, to be honest with you, there's not really too much to talk about the Punisher, guys. Does anybody have anything? I ain't got nothing.
Well, I did have one question about like the trailer because it kind of confused me a little bit. So it's like,
I'm here to punish you. The Punisher. Netflix original.
I'm sorry, Flo. Go ahead.
But my only question was, is like in the trailer, it kind of shows that his family was being killed in the house. But what we kind of learned from the Daredevil series is like his family was accidentally killed in a botched sting operation in a park. Yeah. So I like that's the only thing that kind of like threw me off in the trailer. I'm not sure if he's having like PTSD and he's just like seeing his wife getting killed in the home. So like that's my only question. I don't know if anybody else picked that up.
Man, you really nitpicked that one. Holy crap.
Okay, you can't talk because you're the nitpick king.
Not when it comes. Well, yeah. I am. Anyway. Yeah, I am. Anyway, I ain't got enough with it. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be like our introduction to phase 3 of Marvel Netflix, whatever. Or is this phase 2? I don't know. I lost count.
Phase 2.
It's just it exists. That's the key thing.
Okay, Maurice, you got any comments, questions?
I actually missed the trailer. I meant to watch it.
You didn't miss much, dog.
Okay. The thing I'm concerned about is like there's no like release date.
I think didn't they say 2018? The beginning of 2018?
There's no actual release date.
It's gonna come soon enough. They're probably gonna do one of those things like, hey, well, they're gonna drop a trailer. Yeah, it's coming out in like 2 weeks or something like that. That's probably how that's gonna go. I would say I can't say I'm not excited for it, but I don't know. Wow, I was about to say Luke Cage. The Defenders didn't leave the best taste in my mouth, and we all know how we feel about Iron Fist. So that means I got to go into this one for a little bit of caution. Luckily, whoever plays Frank Castle, that's the Punisher. He did a really good job.
Yeah,
his acting was really spot on. Like that one rooftop scene with him and Daredevil, that was really.
Which was basically with Shane and Rick.
Yeah, that was really good. So I believe in the actor. I don't know who's directing it, but who cares about Netflix directors anyway? This can either go left or right. This can either go south or west. Wow, south or west, north or south. Or west. Americans are bad at geography.
Americans or just you?
That's actually a proven fact. Most Americans are really bad at geography. I could get a map right now. Tell your students, hey, point to Turkey. They will not be able to tell me where Turkey is.
Can you?
No.
All right then. Yeah.
That's the point.
I think it's somewhere near Asia.
It's not.
Towards the Middle East.
It's not. Thank you for proving my point, Maurice.
No problem. That's why I'm here.
That's why we're here. Then again, now I'm thinking about it. Montana. Point to Montana. That's a state. Nobody can.
I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
All right, I'm gonna fly out to Washington. I'm gonna get a globe for you. Hey, bro, point to Montana, then point to North Dakota.
A globe? Yeah. A globe?
Yes.
You're gonna give me a fucking globe? Nigga, I'd point to Montana, I'd be pointing to the entire United States.
No. What? Wait, what?
A globe?
Yes.
I can understand a U.S. map, but a globe? A globe is small as hell when it comes to pointing
I gotta get you a U.S. map and tell you the point.
Yes.
Why? What's wrong with a globe?
All right, son.
What's wrong with a globe, though? Hey, we don't know. You might point to somewhere in South America somewhere.
Okay.
Hey, hey, to be fair, some people think that Australia is a part of Europe, so.
I'm actually kind of scared because niggas in DC did not know that Oregon was a state. I told people I was moving to Washington. They got confused. So I said it's right above Oregon. Where's that? Nigga. What?
Hey, I didn't know there was black people in North Dakota, but somebody proved me wrong. But I don't know anybody from North Dakota. Moving on. Bleeding Steel. Bloody Steel. The
Jackie Chan needs money like shit.
The bloodiest steel. Jackie Chan has been does Jackie Chan need money or something? Because this is like his second movie that's coming out that I'm just hearing about. Is he in like some type of debt or something? What's going on? I think he's gonna have like a happy retirement.
Well, I mean, why can't he just come back and make bomb movies?
Crappy
like
movies?
I mean, is it any different than Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes,
What's the last
The Terminator?
I'm just saying,
like, what?
What's the last Wesley Snipes movie?
It was, I forgot the name of it. It's something. It's like he's apparently trying to save these young white people, and he's in like an old retired military thing. I forgot, but yeah.
Man, look, if it's not Blade 4, I don't want to see Wesley Snipes anymore. All right, that's the only reason he can come back. Give me Blade 4, we cool. Anything else, nah, man, sit down. you had your chance, buddy.
You had your chance.
Anyway, Bleeding Steel. Did we all see the trailer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you sure? All right, let's start with you.
Are you sure? You're the one who talks about, blood steel. So
Hey.
did you?
Hey, man, look. This movie is called Bleeding Steel. I ain't seen no blood on no steel. I ain't seen no blood on no sword. Man, this movie is false advertisement. What you think of this movie? Because I just gave you my 2 cents. That's my review. It's 0 out of 10 because I didn't see any blood on the steel.
So, I mean, I can't really give an honest opinion because I'm kind of, I don't know, man. Like Jackie Chan, I just remember Rush Hour. That's all I remember when I see this movie. Sorry.
He didn't do anything else besides Rush Hour.
I mean, he did do what Karate Kid was, but come on now. I mean, I might watch it. I don't have high hopes for it. I'll put it that way. I don't.
Okay. Maurice.
It seemed pretty low budget to me.
It really did. You can tell this wasn't made in America. No shot against foreign films at all. But I don't know. There's just something about, and I've expressed this before. There's something about foreign films and big budget action. It just doesn't look right in my eyes. There's just something, I don't know. It's something they do. It's the way it's shot. I don't know. It didn't really look all that good. Flo.
I mean, to be honest, I was kind of confused about the storyline, and that was like really throwing me off. Like, okay, I get it, it's in the future, and maybe Jackie Chan lost the daughter. I don't know.
You mean like the other movie?
I mean,
The Foreigner? Yeah. So this man said, "Hey, can I make 2 movies with the same premise? I just need the money, dog." Yo, does Jackie Chan need money? Like, do you not look at these scripts? Your daughter died. You're looking for revenge. This movie, your daughter died. You're looking for revenge in the future. Like,
Da, da, da.
da, 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 da.
He should have did Rush Hour 4 with Chris Tucker, man. He could have had it.
It's funny. Interesting story behind that. The reason we got Rush Hour 3 so late is because Chris Tucker didn't want to do Rush Hour 3 until he needed the money, and Rush Hour 3 wound up being garbage. I don't care. Like, don't. Not one of y'all better argue that Rush Hour 3 was bad. All right.
It was. In fact, the lack of him cursing is what made it significantly worse.
I just think it ran its course. And they weren't old by no means, but it's just the chemistry wasn't there. I don't even think it was the same director. It wasn't. Nah, it wasn't good.
I mean, the jokes for me were too clean. Like the "you, me, hey" that thing.
That was dumb.
Yeah.
That was dumb. Who is you? You is me, and I'm you. Okay. And that's literally the only thing I can remember from that movie. And the 7-foot-tall dude. Yo, I think Jackie Chan may need some money, y'all. Come on, this dude just came out of nowhere with 2 movies with the same premise, except one's in the future.
Well, I thought he was making money. Didn't he have create his own stunt school or something?
Yeah, he did. I think it's called the Dragon Dynasty, and they actually do pretty good work. In that case, he really shouldn't need money. But I don't know. It might be rough over there in China.
He made Karate Kid though. I mean, he helped with Karate Kid.
I mean, that was how many years ago was that? 6.
I mean, I could make him.
Shit,
Like at least $2 million.
Jaden Smith evolved. He's like, I'm doing anime now. Fuck this shit.
I'm pretty.
Oh right, he is in that new Lego. He's in the new Lego movie. Oh my god, does Jackie Chan need money?
Oh, and Kung Fu Panda.
Oh yeah, he was in that.
He got like no, he wasn't. He had 2 lines. You call that being in the movie?
There's been 3 movies, and he's had more lines in each movie.
Yeah, like I guarantee you, in all 3 of those movies, he probably had like a paragraph worth of dialogue.
I mean, still, that's income.
I guess. But does he need money? I don't know. It seems like that. It seems like Jackie Chan needs some money, which kind of sucks because the guy's a living legend. He made Drunken Master too.
Okay.
Drunken Master too.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, moving on to something a little bit more promising. Just a little bit more promising. We have a new trailer for Tomb Raider, and we've been having a lot of trailers here recently. I wonder what's going on.
Tis the season.
Yeah, is it?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost Oscar season.
No, I'm fucking with you.
No, it really is almost Oscar season though. This is that Oscar season, that time where everybody who wants to contend for an Academy Award or an Oscar, they usually throw out their movies at like, I don't know, November or October or something, so that when the Academy Awards roll in at like what, February or something, it'll still be fresh in your mind. But that's just me being a movie buff. Pay me no attention.
Wait. You actually think that this Tomb Raider movie could win an Academy Award?
No.
Fuck no.
I didn't say that.
The game could.
The game really could. The game was
where
beautiful.
it borrows, quote unquote, its scenes from, which it is. It's basically a movie game, and it's just as crappy as one too. Well, I don't like it. It looks really bad. And even though
it had a couple. Oh, go ahead.
No, even though it had like shot for shot, like paying homages to the game or straight up copying whatever's your flavor, it still looked like some shit. And I don't like the lead that much, or at least I haven't heard enough of her to like her. But I'm pretty sure I don't like her.
I swear to God, Maurice, I can never pin you down. I actually thought you would enjoy this.
I enjoy the video games.
Okay. I'm almost with you there, Maurice, except for I can agree with it doesn't really look all that promising, but some of the shots did look pretty good. Like some of them looked like it was literally ripped from the game. I'm talking about like the same color palette, the girl looks exactly like the new version of Lara Croft. There's not really too much to really say about it because it's just a trailer, but for coming from what I've seen from the Tomb Raider the game, which by the way, those are probably some of the best things on the PS4 right now. If you haven't played it, go and play it. And I'm myself included, I haven't played it yet. It looked really good. Like I said, the cinematography looks like dead on. Like you can tell that hey, they played the game and they said, hey, let's redo that cutscene that we just saw. Some stuff is like literally ripped from the game. Mm-hmm. Like almost shot for shot. That's bad for like originality, because that's going to take a toll because, well, why watch a movie when I can play the video game? So that argument is going to come up. So dang, in that case, why does this movie even exist? I don't know. Anybody else got any thoughts? Because I don't know how I feel about this. This could go either way.
Aren't they just redoing the same story over and over with Tomb Raider?
I think they are.
Like,
as long as the dinosaur doesn't come up like it did in that one game, I'm cool because that was stupid. Nobody remembers that but me. I remember that. So stupid. Say what?
You remember the darndest things.
Okay. Flo, what'd you think? It's a heroine for you to talk about. So go ahead.
To be honest, I wasn't really feeling it that much. I guess I'm just because.
If Lara Croft was black, would you?
No, that wouldn't make a difference. Like, no, because I still like Angelina Jolie from like the original Tomb Raider movie. So I wasn't really feeling this trailer at all.
It's funny because I can't really say I hate it, but I rewatched it like 3 years ago. I'm just going, man, this stuff is so cheesy. And now when I rewatch most of the movies from the mid 2000s, yeah, most of them were really cheesy. So it's almost like you can't even judge it for being cheesy because that's how most of the movies were back then. Like Ghost Rider. God, that movie was dumb. So I guess we really don't have any we don't have any
things to say.
Yeah, because it's the first movie of its kind. It's a port of a video game going to a movie. So that's history, I guess.
Wait, Prince of Persia?
Man, you did not. Jake Gyllenhaal as the Prince of Persia. Please stop.
Hitman?
I didn't watch it. Wait, did you watch Hitman?
No, I just know that it came out.
No. I meant like a literal shot for shot. Look for look.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know if it was that. I just assumed.
Dog. Some of that, look here. Some of that stuff is ripped completely for the game. I wouldn't be surprised if they took a snapshot of one of the cutscenes in the game and they put it on a billboard and said, "Let's do that right there." Shot for shot, build that tree, have her fall off of it in this particular angle, have the camera right here, right above her, so when she's falling, it looks exactly like this. Play this cutscene 40 times today, and then recreate it. I would not be surprised if they did that. Prince of Persia, Jake.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, moving on. In gaming news, there's not really too much to talk about, to be honest. It's been a slow 2 weeks, guys. In gaming news, Sony has kind of doubled down, so to speak, and doubled down quietly on what how you want to call it? Double down against portable gaming.
Social activity, or I mean, what?
Say what?
What?
Handhelds, basically.
Yeah, basically. So, Maurice, take it away.
Let's see. So we're gonna start with the handheld thing first.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, so Sony, there was a recent interview with Sony, and they were asked, why aren't they in the handheld market anymore, or if they're going to go back into it. These people, or this one person, actually said, yeah, there's not really much of a market there. Or, I'm paraphrasing heavily, but he said basically there's not much of a market there, and people don't care about portable gaming anymore. And I just thought, like, okay, so the Nintendo 3DS literally has been selling constantly since its first release back in, 2011, 2012, when they first came out. It's been a pretty popular system. I mean, you'd have to be living under a rock not to know about it. And not only that, but they're recent... What?
To kind of rebuttal that, pretty much anything Nintendo sells puts out is gonna sell like hotcakes. So that's not exactly fair.
Wii U?
Got a point.
I mean, it didn't do terrible.
It did. It
didn't put the company in. It didn't put the company in debt. You can't compare it to the Wii. You can't compare anything to the Wii.
No, Wii U.
Yeah, you can't compare the Wii U to the Wii.
Oh, why?
Because, dog, it doesn't even make any sense how much the Wii sold. I can't even put that into like.
No, I mean compared to other people who sold like their next version of their consoles, like the Wii U did not do well at all.
Well, that's for one big reason. Nintendo, for whatever reason, they're usually really good at this. They didn't really advertise for the Wii U all that well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's coming from me. Like, I keep up with this stuff. I didn't even realize the Wii U was coming out until like 2 weeks before it dropped.
Yeah, that was random.
That's a problem. I think I woke up one morning going, "Oh yeah, the new Nintendo console."
Yeah, but
I'm like, what?
No, but we've gone through that conversation already. The point is like that the company is doing well in the portable market. that completely contradicts everything Sony just said with that first sentence. So I'm not sure why they had the ignorant. Well, I don't want to say ignorance. That sounds kind of mean, but I don't know why they would say something that. Yeah, well, not the nerve, but I don't know why they would say something like that, knowing that the portable market is a strong market, very strong.
I think it's more of a hybrid thing.
A hybrid thing.
Yeah, because you can most definitely play the Wii U on your at home, which I think that most people even do. I mean, don't quote me on that.
You have to.
Don't quote me on that because I'm not too sure because I don't.
I mean, you have to.
You have to.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to switch. My bad.
No, but the 3DS is still selling well. Like,
you got me that. You got me there because it also doesn't make any sense on how much the 3DS is still selling. That makes no sense at all. Like the system is what, 8 years old now?
Yeah, about 7 actually. I think 7 or 6.
Yeah, that's crazy for a handheld system to sell that much. But then again, Nintendo has always been good in the handheld market. Whenever you think of the handheld anything, you automatically think of Nintendo with Game Boy and Game Boy,
Yeah,
a Game Boy.
But again, in this day and age, like it's not dying. It's nowhere near that way. In fact, it's probably getting stronger.
I don't know about getting stronger.
I don't know about getting stronger either.
Well, stronger for Nintendo actually, because they're double down.
Isn't everything getting stronger with Nintendo?
Oh no! Wait. Well, I mean, if you're doing like portable gaming, then definitely mobile market as well.
Okay. So, and I'm gonna let you go right after this, Jared. When you say mobile, are you talking about like games on your phone?
Yeah, games on your phone. Like portable gaming is still I mean, I'm including portable gaming in mobile game. That sounds confusing to say. I'm including mobile gaming in portable gaming as well.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying because I kind of separated the two mentally without even noticing it. I don't know. I think it's because we play video games. I separate people who play Candy Crush from people who actually have a Switch and play it in public. Mm-hmm. I separate those people. Why? Because I have a brain. But and it's perfectly fair. If that's the case, yeah, the mobile market is. I think the mobile market might even be outdoing consoles at this point.
Yeah, or it's probably neck and neck, but maybe I don't know the numbers. And
because everybody in the country has a phone. Oh, go ahead.
And I'm pretty sure isn't Sony like putting their coins in mobile gaming as well with the Final Fantasy app.
They put out a Final Fantasy 15
app? Yeah. So I'm like, oh my, I keep seeing fucking advertisement for that.
Right. And who this was Sony who's saying that the the mobile market is dying, right?
Well, they didn't say mobile, they said portable.
Okay, so portable.
Yeah.
To be very
fair, they
fair,
specifically stated that mobile may be all right, as in kind of like it's a type of thing, but they didn't. But yeah, that was it.
To be very fair, they would probably say that for two reasons. One, which one should I say first? One, well, Nintendo kind of has the mobile gaming thing on lock anyway. It'll be very hard for pretty much anybody to kind of squeeze into that space. I don't see Microsoft doing it. I don't see Sony doing it.
I feel like Microsoft
they could even
really could though. Like
they might be able
close.
to. If they put all their chips in, which they're not going to do, it could probably happen because there are no fanboys like Xbone fanboys. They would buy that system, but I don't see Sony doing it because we've seen them do it before. The PSP Vita was dead on arrival, and they probably don't want to do that again. And I challenge it. Was it?
It was. It really was. Very forward thinking. It's just no one bought it.
Blame the devs. There was no games on it, like none. I couldn't even tell you one. No ports.
Well, no game. No. Well, I could tell you a few, but none of them were like just heavily pushed, like it was on PSP, the original PSP.
Once again, bad marketing. There's something going on with these newer generation consoles where the marketing isn't as good as what I remember. That may be because I don't watch TV, but I'm always on the internet.
Yeah.
You knew there was always a commercial for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2. was always a commercial for Xbone. It was always a commercial for whatever Nintendo wanted to push in your face at that time. Now it's like, yeah, consoles are just dropping and nobody knows about it, and it's kind of weird. And I kind of blame, and who else can I blame besides the not the devs, but the opposite of the devs? What would you call Sony in them? Publishers, manufacturers, something like that. I just kind of blame them.
In what regard, like, are you addressing them?
Okay, so like, let's take the Wii. I mean, I know this is the easiest example. Let's take the Wii U. There's no excuse for that. How do you're coming off the heels of your best of the pro? Well, is the Wii the best-selling system ever?
It's close. I don't think it's the best.
Did PlayStation 2 really outsell the Wii?
I think it did. Not by. I don't think it was.
Probably not by a lot.
I mean, I can't remember.
It did good. It did good.
Yeah,
it did really good. That's the point.
We did good, boys.
And you're coming off of, you're coming off of that with the sequel of the Wii called the Wii U. First of all, that's a terrible name.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
one.
Right.
You don't tell nobody about
value, son? For real?
No, that was so stupid.
Okay.
Wii U was dumb.
Right.
Wii U, get it? Because we added you so we can play with you together. It was stupid.
We are you.
And just nobody knew about it. And I kind of blame that for sales. And the Wii U, it was kind of portable. You couldn't take it outside of your house, but it was there.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't really, man. What was my second point? I forgot what it was. It was something. But anyway, yeah. I don't see a Nintendo kind of like, I mean, not Nintendo. Sony kind of breaking into the mobile market, which is probably why they want to double down on the PS4, which is doing really, really well. I wasn't expecting it to do this well. I was expecting it and Xbone to be like neck and neck, but PS4 is still top dog right now.
Yeah, I can understand why, because the PS Vita didn't sell well, and it was pretty
Wait,
much...
pause.
Whoa.
The PS Vita didn't sell at
all. I can understand the PSP Go. I can understand that one. But the Vita?
That was just
the Vita didn't sell at all either.
No. Wait, what?
Wait, I'm sorry. What's your argument that the PS Go sold and the PS Vita didn't?
No.
Oh,
I was talking about.
Oh no, I was saying he said the PSP Vita didn't sell that well. I'm like, no, I'm thinking he said the PSP Go. That fucking slide shit.
But the PSP Vita didn't sell either.
Really? Because everyone I knew had one.
Really?
Everyone I knew had one. Like everyone wanted the Vita.
There were like 4 out of like 600 people that bought that system, dog.
You know what, dog? It's alright though.
Not really.
No, it's not.
I mean, let's put it this way: it was such a failure that Sony doesn't want to do it again.
Yeah, and it was their own fault because they didn't push the fucking console. Like no games came out on it. They definitely could have hired someone to make a game for it. Like there's nothing stopping them. They hired someone to make like Horizon, right?
Yeah, they did. They could have did something.
Yeah, they definitely could have. Like they do have the money.
I don't know about that one. But,
okay, as much free money as they make from people per month to keep a service up that they don't really like support, please.
Sony as a whole isn't doing all that great. Sony Gaming is doing great.
That's what I meant.
Sony, the company, is not exactly all in the green.
Well, I was talking about the gaming part.
Oh, well, the gaming party. Yeah, well, you got me there. The gaming party doing awesome.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't even know why you brought that up.
I mean, yeah. Because Sony has money, but it doesn't have Microsoft money. Mm-hmm. So...
True. So, sorry. Back to the... No. Yeah, that was it. Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, it's been one of those days, to be very honest with you.
Yeah, facts. The other part was that I wanted to talk about today. Apparently, crossplay was possible on Fortnite's new PUBG mode.
But Sony said no.
Yeah. I think the company's goal was to show that hey, it's possible, and called it a bug. But the fact that it's just that simple, and the only thing that's stopping us is Sony.
It's Sony.
Why even? I mean, Nintendo could be off in their own little world, but not Sony. Sony is
But I think Nintendo was trying to get into that game too.
I don't know how. Now their systems don't. I mean, for some of the games, I don't think their console can run it. I was surprised their console could run like Skyrim. To be honest with you, just given the sheer map size. I have a Switch, right? I was impressed by that port over to the game. Portable fucking Skyrim. Hello.
Right. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in Sony. I'm not too sure where this, like, first of all, PUBG is going to dominate on PC regardless of what you do. So that's one. Two, it's not exactly smart. If Microsoft is saying, hey, we want to do it, let's make it happen, and Sony's just like, nah. That doesn't look good on Sony's part at all. Because that means it's literally just Sony. Why we're not, getting this crossplay thing.
Yeah.
So that's not good. Like, it's not going to be like, put them, like, take the company, like, take the company, put them, like, all the way in the hole, but that could actually, that gamers are very scornful. They're not going to take light to that. I'm not too sure why.
Didn't we have this situation before, like rumors about how Xbox and Sony were about to like build the bridge and shit, and we can finally crossplay before, like a while ago?
That was a while ago.
Yeah, and now you're gonna do that. Then now we find out, oh, now you're just being stingy as shit, so we can't do it. Like, why do we want to do business with you then?
I think it's mostly because that Sony is on top right now. Well, quote unquote on top. It all depends on what you mean by on top. But right now, Sony is reigning supreme. But at the same time, just because you're at the top and you're not on the top by like a lot, is no reason to say no to cross-platform. Because in some respects, I get it. If I'm on top, why would I want my competitor? Why would I give them a chance to kind of catch up? You see, so I can understand that business aspect of it, but you also have to look out for the fans and the people who bought these systems and bought it over the Xbone, over the Switch. Well, no, that's not fair because a lot of people bought a PS4 and a Switch, so not that one. Who bought a PS4 over an Xbone, and you tell them, no, we don't want to do this. Well, why not? Because it's not going to be. I guess I can see PUBG selling on both systems really well, but it won't be the same as having it on both consoles and you could just cross-play. Especially how easy, like Maurice said, how easy it was. Apparently, they did it by mistake.
Yep.
And
quote unquote, it was a bug. Quote unquote.
Yeah, right. They did that on purpose, but yeah, That's not a good look on Sony. And with Sony's other ventures not doing all that great, i.e., their movies and their TVs or whatever entertainment stuff you want to throw out there isn't really doing all that well. Sony cannot lose this gaming thing at all. If Sony started losing money in Sony gaming, that's it for Sony. Like burner.
True.
Man, Sony's evil.
Very.
I think they fired like Andrew Garfield because he was sick and he didn't want to have dinner with the executive, so that's why we don't have an Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Yes.
Really? That really happened?
Yes. You didn't hear about that?
No.
Yeah, either Andrew Garfield just said no, I'm not going, or he spent, hey, I'm sick, I can't come to this dinner. So yeah, they said no to Amazing Spider-Man 3 for good reasons, because Sony was actually planning some really stupid stuff with the Amazing Spider-Man. They was talking about bringing Captain Stacy back as a dead ghost or something. Or then I agree. I think they was going to try and do Spider-Gwen, but Peter Parker was going to die, but then he comes back. And
okay, but wait a minute. That's like an actual storyline in the Spider-Verse. Why wouldn't we want a Spider-Gwen?
I agree with Spider-Gwen, but their execution for it was all wrong. Come on, you remember we talked about this, the one scene at the end where he's walking down the hallway and you see Dr. Octopus and the Vulture wings, and I think you even saw the Venom symbiote, and the Rhino was already there, and they was trying to do too much too fast, kind of like what DC was trying to do. Well, is trying to do. So that they just failed. They said, yeah, let's just pull the plug because Andrew Garfield is being mean. And I'm pretty sure there was other factors, but yeah, Sony plays no games.
Wow.
Okay, well, if nobody else has anything, we might be able to call this a show. This was a quick and easy one. Anybody have any closing statements? Not everybody shot at once.
Damn. Well, need to get better at Tekken, obviously. So that's my closing statement. Get good.
Get good.
Yeah.
Get good.
Sony, you're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
I want this Legendary in Destiny 2 that Mr. Fruit just showed me. Shout out to Mr. Fruit.
Shouts out.
Which one?
It was an Omalon gun. That doesn't really give you too much to go on, but
I think or the
yes,
Is it?
I want that, man.
Is it a legendary auto rifle?
No, I saw that video too.
Is it a
I actually
legendary
have
scout rifle?
I actually have that auto rifle.
Yes.
Oh, the Manandon SR4?
No.
Is that what it's called?
Is it a scout rifle? Is it good?
It's a
scout rifle.
It's an Amalon Future War scout rifle.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then. That it's not the Manandon SR4.
Nah.
That thing looks great.
I mean, it looks the same as it. By the way, just keep that in mind.
Well, most Omalon guns really look the same, but this one has a really sick color palette.
You can just get the shader and then get it to any other Omalon scout rifle.
I don't know the high caliber rounds on that joint, man. That joint was sick.
So.
Flinch for days. Flo, closing statements.
I am currently shopping for a purple dress for the Bliss cosplay.
Oh, you're actually all in.
She's all in.
She's all in. All right. I gave you my 2 cents. All right. We're gonna wrap it right there, ladies and gentlemen. We outie 5,000.
We outie 5,000. Peace, fam.
Really?
We outie 6,000.
Wow. Talk about cheesy 2000 gimmicks.
I mean, that's what half the show was about.
Half? Really, half?
Yeah, just about.
Like, yeah. I don't think it was half.
We talked about the Powerpuff Girls, 90s, early 2000s, Punisher. We had to talk about the first Punisher, Tomb Raider. No need to even talk about there.
Hey,
Bleeding Steel, Jackie Chan. He was the early 2000s. Like.
Okay, fair point. Okay, you can close out the show.
Okay.
All right, guys. Peace. We out.
Peace.
Bye.